is Jackeline here. In today's video, I'm bringing you a try-on haul of new luxury makeup from brands like Goss, Armani, by Beauty, Patricia, Gucci, Sonia G, Laura Mercier, Dior. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you can give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to see how I achieve this look using some of the newest makeup in the market, then just keep on watching. Now, I do not have a new foundation to me, but this is a new foundation in the market. I actually did, I think, also a try-on haul with this foundation, and it has appeared on my favorites of July, and it's the new Clé de Peau Radiant Fluid Foundation Natural. So last year Clé de Peau came out with a matte version. This year they came out with a natural version. So you don't like too much of like a matte, you know, kind of finish. This one is really nice. And by the way, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm a woman on my 4th floor. I do have enlarged pores on this area, fine lines here, under my eyes, and blah blah blah. I have a ton of freckles. I don't like to cover them, but rather to camouflage them. And also I do have sensitive, dry skin on the perimeters of my face, and then normal skin on this area right here, just to let you know. So I'm gonna just shake it really well. By the way, I will be leaving all the details of the products that I will be trying on today on the description box below, along with the links. And you know guys, every time that you click on those links, you shop through my links, you are helping this channel, so thank you so much for doing so. But there's no pressure. You don't have to do it that way. Anyhow, all the products will be listed down below, so that way you can find them easily yourself by Google search and whatnot. So I got here the shade B40, and I'm just gonna speed up this process because, like I said, you have seen me wearing this baby right here. Super beautiful, really nice. And this shade to me is my summer shade, so I really need to get B30. That will be my fall winter shade, which we're still a little bit far away, although we're seeing a lot of fall makeup releases. In fact, I just reviewed a couple days ago the new Dior fall collection, Birds of a Feather. What a gorgeous collection. I'm not gonna give away my review, but if you're interested to take a look at it, don't miss it out. And now let's jump into concealer. I have purchased a new LANCOME Teint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. This is a multitasking concealer that gives you comfort and wear for up to 24 hours. It seems like the coverage is medium to buildable full coverage, depending how you use the precise tip. It does have 2 methods to use it. It just kind of shows right there the way to use it if you want light to medium coverage or full coverage. As you can tell, I do have very dark under eye circles, so usually I go with a color corrector underneath, but because I really want to try this concealer just the way it is, let's just go ahead and use it by itself. Now, this concealer is made in France, and it has a shelf life of 6 months. And honestly, I don't know if I got the right shade. Hopefully I did. Seems a little bit dark though for me, but oh well, we'll see. Ooh, the doe foot applicator is very interesting. It has a really nice tip, and then it has a little indent. That way you can really get under it, which I'm thinking I'm going to do myself. So let's go ahead and try it. Ooh, that's a lot. I usually don't use too much. I usually use like 2 dots. Aside to the Sonia G Lotus brush set, I also got some of her fusion brushes. I think I want to try this jumbo concealer to actually blend the concealer right here. Oh my gosh. Sonia G brushes. She's a master. The craftsmanship too, you know, the artisans that they actually do the brushes, they are masters at what they do. This is an excellent brush to really very easily blend the concealer. I'm going to apply just a little bit more, but this time I'm going to just try to use a tip and see if I can build a little bit more coverage right here where I have the darkest areas. Concealer is giving me a really good coverage. I will say for me and for my needs, it's more like a medium coverage. I still will need to go with a color corrector, but you know, the formulation is very thin, very easy to blend. And what I noticed that is while I was blending this area right here, this side of the concealer was already not super drying down, but you were able to see that it was drying down a little. It does have a very natural finish too. It's not super, like, it doesn't look super hydrating and glowing, and it doesn't look super matte that, you know, it will start looking crepey under your eyes, or, you know, feel like it's aging you, because sometimes certain concealers, when they are too matte, and if you have fine lines, which we all get to that point, you know, those concealers, they tend to really, you know, just emphasize those fine lines. Okay, my friends, now let's go ahead and set this concealer. And to set it, I have the new Forever Cushion powder. I got it in the shade Lavender. Now this came out about, let's say 2 months ago, something like that. This is the compact, very beautiful. I really love these new compacts from Dior. This kind of like quilted leather top. This is thicker than, say, their bronzer, and same matte type of leather-like. And it comes with a nice size mirror. Also, you have the Dior little pouch, and then you have like a little door compartment right there. And then to set my concealer, I'm going to use the Goss airbrush. Now this has a lot of powder right here, because it has like a little mesh down there. Ooh, you know, this powder is very soft. Let me just touch it. It feels silky. So silky. I purchased this Gucci High Precision Natural Finish Eyebrow pen, and I absolutely love their powder pen. This is another type. It's more like a powder formulation. It's amazing. If you have, you know, a good amount of brow hairs, this is a very easy product to use. But then when they came out with this one, I'm like, you know what, let me give it a try, because honestly, Gucci hasn't done much wrong to my eyes. I mean, I really enjoy Gucci. I got it in the same shade as this other pencil right here, 04. And then the tip is more of like a triangle tip. It's not like a pointy tip. Hopefully makes sense. And then on the other side, it has the spoolie on. This is the shade. And then if you happen to already have this powder one, again, this is the same shade, 04. They are close, but the 04 on the powder version, it's cooler in tone. The one in the regular pencil is a little bit more neutral. You know, the formula is really nice. It's not too creamy, neither too waxy or too hard that, you know, sometimes certain pencils, they hurt. I don't know, I may have just too sensitive of the skin, but this is applying really nicely. Now into the new Patrick Ta Major Brow Lamination Gel. So I enjoy very much Patrick Ta, the clear gel that comes in a little kind of like compact. And when I saw that he was coming out with one of these, I'm like, ooh, I like this idea better, because, you know, you don't have to spray the compact, you already have a spoolie on, and it's clear. Ooh, I like the actual brush. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the brush of the 24-hour setter by Benefit. I guess you can go to the flatter side and use it if you want more gel first and then brush it. Okay, he's doing a really good job. He's actually combing really well my brows. For eyeshadow, I got the new Goss, the Luxury Eye Palette in Pearl. Oh, let me open this up. So here are the 6 shades. I think it's a very kind of like an everyday kind of eyeshadow palette. And you know what? When I saw that, I immediately thought about Charlotte Tilbury's Exaggerate eyeshadow palette. But then when I had it here in person, I'm like, you know, let's try also Pillow Talk. So I have here Pillow Talk. Let's just go ahead and swatch it so you can take a look at it. So this is Pillow Talk. And then let's do Exaggerize, which is perhaps one of my favorite palettes. This is the only shade that may look a little bit more like this, but this eyeshadow palette from Goss, you know, has a little bit more of that Pillow Talk vibe. But anyhow, I just wanted to give you some comparisons right there because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do a dedicated video for these, but I know this is still available. Sonia G Classic Crease, and I'm going to go to the shade 01. Yeah, by the way, the shades, they don't have name. They just have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This has a shelf life of 24 months and is made here in the USA with 16.2 grams of product, which is very, very generous. And another thing that I really love about this palette is that Goss has decided to listen to our feedback, and I really appreciate that humbleness from his side because, you know, as a makeup artist and been doing all of these for so many years, sometimes you have your set mind. He said that every palette would have a black shade, and like everybody, we were like, no, a black shade all the time, it will be a little bit of a waste. Mostly, you know, if you follow Wayne and you like his products, you know, it could be too much to have a black shade, and he decided to forego the black shade and give us something that, you know, it will be of our like, and I think that is, you know, that is amazing. I really, really appreciate that. Okay, this shade right here has a lot of payoff, and you know what, I was thinking that it was going to be a more of like a cooler tone pink, but it's actually a warmer tone pink. It has a little bit of peach in it, in fact. And I'm going to go with Sonia G Worker and to this shade right here, and I'm just going to apply it on the outer third of the eyelid. Sonia G Soft Definer, and let's go to this shade. I love this brush right here. It's so thin, perfect for precision application. And if you're wondering how it compares to the Sonia G Mini Booster, I have right here the Mini Booster. I will have to say this one is the extra booster because it's so thin and like it will give great application. So anyhow, I was going to this shade right here. Now this shade is not a matte shade, it's more like a satin shade. All of these, and these are matte, this is satin, and then this is a celestial shade. And I'm gonna apply this shade right on the crease. I love the precision of this brush. I'm gonna use this same shade and apply it on my lower lash line. I'm going to go to the Celestial shade with Sonia G Builder. I'm going to, ooh, this shade is so gorgeous. Brush is applying it really well. I'm going to try this shade right here, and I'm going to go back to the Worker Pro from the Lotus set from Sonia G. Just going to go to the other side. And I just want to deepen out a little bit more my outer V. Now I'm liking it more. Now this shade really helped to give that dimension that it was needed here. With Sonia G Flat Definer and to the lightest shade. And I'm going to use it for my inner corner and also for my brow bone. I also have another Sonia G Flat Definer right here, and I'm going to go to this grayish shade. And I'm just going to apply it on my lower lash line and define the lower lash line area. I went ahead and used the Victoria Beckham Beauty Kajal in Cocoa on my waterline, and then also I lined my upper lash line with the Benefit Roller Liner in the brown shade. And I know Goss has come out with a new mascara, but the mascara is waterproof, and I know why he did it that way. He explained that, you know, waterproof is what it will keep actually your lashes, you know, cool up throughout the day. But you know, I really don't like too much waterproof mascaras because sometimes it can be hard on my lashes. So anyhow, I'm just gonna be using my Bite Upswing mascara. This mascara, I have been loving it so much. So I'm just gonna use this right here, and it gives me immediate volume, length. And you know what, I'm actually curious about the new it's not a mascara, it's kind of like a booster, I don't know how to explain it, by Huda Beauty. Basically, it looks like a mascara, and you can apply it over top any mascara that is not waterproof and make your mascara waterproof. So I know that's hard to explain one right there, but it looks very interesting, like a very interesting concept. And that's the thing that I really enjoy about Huda, is that she comes out with these very innovative products. And then for my lower lashes, I'm going to be using the new Velour Pretty Big Deal Mascara. This is a tubing mascara that I also have peptides. So it is a lash serum, and I like to use tubing mascara for my lower lashes just because it sometimes is a little bit easier to remove, and it also doesn't smudge. Really nice. About the eyeshadow palette from Goss, I think it's a very pretty palette. I know a lot of people say this is a very bridal palette. Indeed, it's a bridal palette, but to me it's also an everyday palette, a very easygoing palette. I thought it was going to be just a little bit more pinky and not so, you know, I see a lot more peach in it, with the exception of the Celestial shade, which is more cooler pink. But I think it's lovely. I mean, the formulation is really good, easy to blend. I didn't find any fallout. I mean, a very, very easy palette, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will get a really good use out of it. Also, I wanted to give you a little bit of side-by-side, you know, just for you to look at this pearl palette against the first palette, Imperial Topaz from Goss. There's a difference. I love this palette. This palette to me give me such a kind of like supermodel kind of like eyeshadow look. Something that, I mean, you can use it for every day if you like that. It's not intense, but it just gives a little bit more like, just a little bit more seductive. The pearl one is a little bit more like, I'm innocent, you know, feminine and innocent. Okay, friends, now let's go for bronzer. I have the new Anastasia cream bronzer, but this is a matte formula. And then I have the new Glossier Solar Paint bronzer, and this is a Luminous. I think I'm gonna go with the Glossier one, and this one I'm gonna leave it for another try on haul, because like I said, I have been shopping quite a bit and I need to do try on hauls, guys, because it's too much. I got this pen in the shade Ray. It comes in 4 different shades. It's actually made in Italy. Let me just see, how is the applicator? Oh, okay, so it is a wand. Let's just, okay, right here. Oh, that's a really nice shade. It doesn't have any glitter. It's a really nice neutral leaning warmer shade. So let's see how this goes. Apply a little bit right here first, and then let's see. And then the price was very, I'm like, shouldn't say inexpensive, but it was very modest. I think it was $20, which is not much at all. And I'm gonna be using the new Sonia G base brush from her Lotus set, and I'm just gonna blend it in. I like this bronzer. Let me just apply a little more. And at first I was like a little shy. Nice. And the brush is doing an excellent job. You know what? The bronzer is not super luminous. I was thinking that it was gonna be like, you know, very kind of pearlized. It's not. I mean, it's not matte, but it doesn't give that, you know, shininess as a highlighter. I use a little bit right here to contour, and I'm gonna jump into the Fusion brush from Sonia G, the Jumbo Concealer. Looks really, really nice. Really happy with the bronzer. I got the new Giorgio Armani Neo Nude Melting Color Balm for cheeks and eyes, and I absolutely love the packaging. Oh, I love how cute it looks, the top, everything is so beautiful. And I love too that I have another one of these that I will be using again in another try and haul. But what I like about the packaging is that you can see the shade that you're going to use right here. So I'm really intrigued to use this beautiful kind of terracotta tone. So yummy. Ooh, this is a very interesting texture. It feels like a powder, but it's very silky, like super silky. Oh, it glides on like a dream. Look at that shade. This shade will pair really well. I'm just gonna apply it with my fingers and see how easy it's to blend. Ooh, it does have payoff right here. And this shade, did I start the shade? Maybe not. This is shade 45. Again, I will be leaving the details on the description box below for you guys, but yeah. Love this shade right here. You know, and it's pulling really well. This shade with the first shade that I use for the eyeshadow glides on with easy. It kind of has like a kind of like setting as a like a powder, not really like a balm. It doesn't have that, you know, like luminosity of a balm or as a cream kind of product. It does have a very interesting texture, and you know what, it's not emphasizing. I do have a large pores right here, side to fine lines. I look like I have been sun kissed, which is perfect because it's summertime. Now, I told you guys that I was so in love with the new Dior Forever Couture Luminizers. I got two. First, I did my review, my swatches, comparisons, and I was just like, I love them. I don't need more luminizers. I don't need any more highlighters, but I ended up picking up two more. And today, I want to try Golden Glow 04. So yeah, I'm crazy like that. Like I said, this has more of like a patent like leather kind of quilt material, very nice and lightweight. And look at this shade. Isn't this so pretty? It does have a little bit of golden tone, but it looks a little bit also kind of have like a little bit of peach undertone, kind of like tangerine. Ooh, wow, this shade is pretty. It's very pretty. It's a lovely shade. This is more like a universal, I think, type of shade because of the undertone. Let's go for it. Oh, wow. You know, it blends so well with that Giorgio Armani blush. They complement each other so well. I love it. I love this formulation from Dior. I mean, like, Dior highlighter formula is really good. No matter what, I never find out any of their formulation to be, you know, they don't emphasize textures, they are not greedy, they are not too much, you know, they are sophisticated. They give you a sophisticated look. Okay, friends, I want to set my face with the new Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder Light Catcher. And this one is in the shade Honey Star. They came out with 3 different shades. Yeah, I actually went ahead and picked up this one in person at Ulta. I was on a little trip to San Diego and I was getting a really yummy bagel with lox. Delicious. And there was an Ulta right next to it. I'm like, let me stop right here. And my husband is like, really? We're on vacation. So here you go. This is it. So this is kind of like the medium shade Honey Star. And honestly, the translucent setting powder from Laura Mercier, I know it's an OG for so many people. There you go, it's right there. But, you know, for me, I have, again, dry skin and, you know, just getting to be more mature right there. As you can see, it's not really a highlighter. I mean, you can use it as a very subtle highlighter if you want to, but it's not really a highlighter. But if you want just a very subtle glow, you can do it. I like to buff my face with these type of powders. So I'm going to be using my La Mer Dab Powder brush. So I'm just going to go ahead and, ooh, yeah, definitely this powder will give you a glow. So I will say just use it on the perimeters of your face. It does have more luminosity, as I think you can see it right there, than say the meteorites from Guerlain. So just go with little amount if you want to set the perimeters of your face. That's the way that I will use it, or as a subtle highlighter, because yeah, it gave me a glow right there, a golden glow. You know, I'm keeping you here in suspense about the lipstick, but I'm gonna set my makeup first with the Dior Air Flash Radiance Mist. This is a primer and a setting spray. It's gorgeous. Love this. It gives just a beautiful kind of like yeah, radiance to the skin. Yeah, way to repeat myself. By Beauty, they have come out with a new Power Move Soft Matte Lipstick. These are enriched with cocoa butter, and there are so many different shades. And one of my favorite formulas for lipsticks, they're actually by Beauty. I love their Muse Bush line, so beautiful. So I got it right here in the shade Pomelo, and it's a gorgeous pinky shade. I think it looks very lovely, stunning, and you know, the only thing is they changed the scent. I love the scent back on the time. It was more fruity. This one is more sweet. Not vanilla, not birthday cake, but it's just a little bit on the sweeter side. I'm gonna line my lips with Chantecaille lip liner in Natural. You know, the lipstick is actually very moussey, creamy, but thin. It's really nice. And I actually like how it looks with the entire makeup, because it's not as warm as, say, as my eyeshadow. It's a little bit cooler, so it pulls out the coolness of the Celestial eyeshadow, the sparkly eyeshadow. So it actually, everything comes together. Really, my friends, honestly, I really enjoy my makeup. It looks very put together, not super, you know, it's not like too much, it's not too loud. It's very delicate, very feminine. I'm liking it quite a bit, and all the products that I use, honestly, phenomenal. My only thing will be this Laura Mercier one. As a finishing powder, I will have to use less or use it as a, you know, kind of like loose highlighter. That's my opinion on that one. And then I think the only thing that I didn't talk about much, but you have seen me use throughout the video, are the new Sonia G, that Lotus eyeshadow set. I didn't use this one right here. I will leave it for my next try on haul. I will make sure to use this one right here. And also I need to use this fusion brush. This is the Jumbo Base. I must use it. I mean, like, I was so crazy to get it, and then I'm like, I forgot I was using this bunch. Oh well. I think she is restocking these brushes right here, the entire fusion set, I think August 10th. I don't know when this will go live, but just be reminded they will be restocked. And I still think until today when I'm filming this video, I still see the Lotus set in stock, so don't miss out. And yeah, my friend, so you know what? Let's go for a fragrance. So when I placed my order with Dior for their new Fall 2021 collection, they sent me a private fragrance from them in Oud Ispahan, which is a very popular fragrance from their exclusive line. And you know what about if we just put it a little on? Why not? And in fact, Christian Dior, they just came out with a new exclusive fragrance. I will be putting it on the description box too, just in case if you are, you know, like curious to know which one it is, which I'm curious to actually try it. Amazing fragrance. It's warm, it's spicy, you know, you can smell the oud. It's not powdery, it's just very, very elegant, very sophisticated. My type of fragrance, mostly for evening time, but I mean, I can use it morning time too. This is, it's just gorgeous, really beautiful. Okay, my friends, and this makes it for this video. I hope that you really enjoy it. Let me know if you have tried any of these products, if you are enjoying them, if you're liking them, what shades have you gotten, or perhaps if they have gone on your wish list. Let's continue the conversation on the comment section down below. And while you're at it, if you haven't done so yet, I hope that you can give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye!